You're live.
Okay, it's 8:34, and we are returning from executive session with no action taken.
As a result of our conversation, I would like to move that the council requests our city attorney to meet with Chief Himes and Chief Bennett and with the city treasurer to discuss the matter of holiday compensation for EPD and for EFD, because our officers work what are relatively unusual shifts as far as our city employees go. And that they be sure that we are in compliance with our best understanding of what is required by state code.
Excellent.
And that at the appropriate time, we ask our city attorney to report back to us so we know what formal action we may need to take.
Okay, we have a motion. Any other comments or discussion on this? If none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Okay, down to mayor's comments. Since I wasn't at the first meeting of the month, I want to wish everybody a happy new year. So let's make that official now. Everybody have a happy new year. It started off very interesting for us. I want to thank Jessica for covering for me at the last meeting. We had a death in our family, and I also want to thank my council members, my administrative officers, and the public for reaching out as much as they have to offer their condolences and their support. So that definitely meant a lot to myself and my family. So thank you guys very much for that. We've mentioned a few times that Senator Bill Hamilton is going to be in town tomorrow. I reached out to him earlier in the week, or actually last week, about coming up and discussing. Actually, I was going to go visit him. We were willing to go to Charleston since we knew he was in session, and I asked him if he had an hour to talk about our task force to try to get some support there. And he said, "No, sir, I'd like to come visit you instead. I love the Elkins area, and I want to come here." And I said, "Tremendous, it saves me a drive, so it's awesome, especially in this weather." He'll be here tomorrow about 3:30, so if you guys have anything else, I know Jerry has a laundry list that she's going to hand me, but if there's anything else that you'd like for us to discuss, please let me know. Also, for your awareness, State Auditor J.B. McCuskey is going to be in Elkins next Wednesday at 11 o'clock. He is proposing a bill to deal with dilapidated properties and the demolition and rebuilding of these properties. So I decided to reach out to him and tell him that he had an open invitation to come to Elkins, and he called me within 20 minutes and said, "How about the 26th?" And I said, "Sold, we'll be there." And I said, "Either morning or after 2:30, and I'm available." And he said, "We'll do the morning." So 11 o'clock, so you guys are welcome. He'll be here. If you want to stop by and visit with him and express your concerns and get ideas about potential funding for some of these properties, you're more than welcome. Last thing I have is our street department has been putting in some amazing hours out there. The feedback I've got has been mixed, of course. I think they're doing a tremendous job for the way the weather hit us. It kind of hit us in waves. They're not going to be able to get every street cleaned immediately, obviously, but like I said, and we're running out of places to put snow, but they're doing the best they can. Please be patient with them, and it helps when people actually move their cars off the street for them to be able to clear off the streets as well. So, and then, of course, our other guys are out there, fixing the water and sewer lines whenever it's freezing cold. So, prayers to them. So that's all I have right now. I just want to help that everybody has a very safe trip driving home tonight, whether
Sir?
it be the council members. Yes, sir.
May I, before we adjourn?
Absolutely.
As a member of the Public Safety Committee, and on behalf of the committee, because I do chair it, I've spoken with our chiefs, both Chief Himes and Chief Bennett, after these really unfortunate and rather ugly situations that the two departments have had to deal with here in the last short while. And I just want to let you know that I think our chiefs are doing a good job of watching out for their people and seeing to it that they get the proper support, following these kind they're having to work in these difficult situations. Some of this is just so ugly, and it's going to affect a person. But I think that our chiefs are really paying attention on that. I wanted to share that with you because they're not going to say that to you. But I do try to be in touch with them on those matters. I mean, how are we going to keep good people if we don't take care of them? And I think that's a key part of taking care of them, so we don't just get, there's avoidable burnout, you know, and we're going to avoid burnout with our firefighters and our officers.
Well, Councilor Parker, if I could add to that, I was actually approached last week by 2 regional counselors that have volunteered to work with our first responders, just to have, you know, the ability to have someone to talk to. I've talked to both of our chiefs about this. I have requested that they go ahead and establish rapport with these 2 counselors, and they're volunteering their time to our first responders. And you're right, we've had a few rough situations that we've been through. Both chiefs are very amenable to introducing these counselors to their employees so they can establish the rapport now, so that when something does happen, they already have that comfort level to talk to them. So I do agree with you from the mental aspect of it. We want to take care of our first responders and all of our employees. So we're starting there with our fire and police, and if we need to expand, we'll look at that. But thank you, sir.
Mr. Mayor, may I make a comment?
Absolutely, sir.
I'm proud to let you know that the Randolph County Development Authority closed on their property today. That was the old Oddfellows Bottom, 73 additional acres. It's going to be a brand new industrial park for Randolph County and the city of Elkins. So I think that's a huge step forward for us, and we just need to continue to work together to make this thing work.
I'm looking forward to watching the growth in that area. So that's exciting for us. Anything else for the good of the cause? Like I said, please, I want to emphasize, please be careful out there. The roads are a little bit slick tonight. Like I said, they're kind of icy where it rained last night. So please take your time, be cautious, and be safe. And with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.